Let's go, people. How are you? Happy Thursday. Let's go. Happy Thursday to you. I was watching that Laker game. Dude, how do you fucking lose a 20-point lead? This They played well, but they didn't play like they're supposed to. Then again, why the hell am I fucking talking about the Lakers? Luka Doncic. I wanted to watch Luka play today, and I did. I watched the highlights. I watched the highlights for the Bucks game. Dude, that is a. I would have enjoyed watching that game. Did you see the highlights, brother? Oh my god! You know what? As a matter of fact, why don't we look for the highlights? My house. See more NBA. Let's see if we can find the highlights for the Bucks. Are there any highlights here? Oh, here it is. There is a recap. Cookie policy. Cookie policy. I accept. Why not? Okay, how do I go full screen? Hold on. How do I do this? How do I share my screen? Game recap. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Something ain't right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, sneaky. They've done it so where we can't even watch it. Because if I share this, it won't. Okay, hold on. Maybe it does. Maybe it will. It won't play. The video won't play. The video doesn't play. Dude, that is fucking crazy. They have done it where you cannot share the screen. That is very smart. And that is very fucking smart. How are you? That is very, very, very good. I know some I know some. Actually, you know what? TikTok doesn't allow you to do. Doesn't allow you to screen record certain things for the same reason. That is pretty fucking crazy how they figure that shit out. It's all right. Sigh. I thought I could, but I could not. I could not do it. Do I have do I have the best beer in the house? Absolutely, baby. Heineken Silver. Do I have the best beer in the house? Of course I do. Baby, yes I do. You know what? I've been trying to come on live since 5 o'clock. I didn't go jogging again. But I wanted to watch the game. I'm like, you know what? I want to watch the game. It's gonna be a good game. And it was a good game. I did not dis it did not disappoint. What a great song, isn't it? What a great song. Blondie. Blondie. Look at that. Nicely clean glass. No bubbles, baby. First beer. First beer of the night. First beer of the day. Happy Thursday. Thank you for being here. If you're thinking, is that a Heineken shirt? Of course it is. Of course it's a Heineken shirt. This is actually from the Tiger Woods collection, golf collection. It has the TW here from the Nike collection. They put a Heineken logo on it, and I think it looks. Cheers! Welcome to the green room. These beers have been on ice for the past 2 hours, I think. Can they be any colder? Absolutely not. Ah, they can't be any colder than this. Cannot. That is when it doesn't matter. It does not matter how much ice you put on top of beer when it's in a cooler. It will never freeze. For that same reason, it'll just keep it cold, cold, cold. If you put it in the freezer, it will get cold. For the same reason that the temperature inside the freezer is always so it was dropping, 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 right? Because the minute you put warm items in the freezer or room temperature items, it'll bring down the temperature. It'll rise the temperature, and then the thermometer will detect that, and it'll start dropping it, dropping it, dropping it to where it stays to a same level to where it was initially without the items in there. So it will start freezing the liquid inside the can. But alcohol doesn't freeze. Unfortunately, there's more water than there is alcohol inside a beer can, so it will pop. Sometimes they don't pop. If you have ever put a can inside a cooler, I mean inside a freezer, and you can tell that it was about to freeze, you can tell the aluminum becomes very soft. See this? You can squeeze it. It's just a regular aluminum, but when it's in the freezer, it becomes very soft. Yo, happy Thursday! What a week! What a month! Last day of the year. Last day of the year. Last day. Last day. January took a year. January took a year to go by. In February last year, we went to Vegas on the 29th. Last year, we went to Vegas on the 29th just to put money on 29, and we hit it. We hit $20 on 29. That was that was lucky. That was good. That was good. On the last $20. Cheers, Claudia. Thank you for. Is that the last time I saw Claudia? Last year, February 29th? Maybe. Maybe. I think so. No, I think I went back. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Ow! Let's go, baby. Wait a minute. Why do I have TikTok shop? Hmm. Oh man, people are having a fucking meltdown just because Doge is doing its job. The Trump haters will hate Trump for the next 4 years, and I'm just having a ball because, brother, if if that's how much hate you have for a person, I can only imagine what kind of a miserable person you are inside. I'm serious. There's a guy, brother, that all he does is post negative shit on his Facebook wall all day, every day. Is that all you got, bro? Is that all you have? Is that all you need? Is that all you want? You're projecting negativity. Look, if you project negative shit, you're getting negative shit back. There's no way you're getting anything positive. There's absolutely no fucking way, right? Is that all you do? Yeah, I got no sympathy for you, for anybody who has a who somebody who has just negative, 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 negative. Yeah, you gotta do better. I posted on somebody's wall. Where is it? Who gives a fuck? I have been watching. I've been looking for dates in Las Vegas for the to stay weekends. Saturdays. I usually look for Saturdays or Sundays. Let me see what I can find now. 72 bucks for tomorrow. Why doesn't it give me Saturday? Sunday is $67. Why? St. Patrick's Day, 18 bucks. Go on Monday. Return on Tuesday. Why not? We should do that. Right? We should do that. Let me do this. Jesus fucking Christ! Why do all these windows pop up out of nowhere? Fucking man. Burbank to Las Vegas. 17 coming back the 18th. Why? Because we can. 25 bucks. $20. 20 bucks. Dude, no fucking way. Coming back. What happened to the 8 a.m. flights? What happened to the 8 a.m. flights, bro? No 8 a.m. flights on. There's no a.m. flights on a Tuesday? What? Why? That doesn't fucking help, does it? I can't. That is fucked up. There is on a Wednesday. Look, it arrives at 7:25. Perfect. Straight to work. So what? Do I gotta change the date? I can't. I can't leave on the 18th. Come back on the 19th. Why not? Why not? Why not? Hold on. Hold on. We may be onto something. Okay, 20 bucks. Okay, hold on. Come back at 7:25. $38, dude. $38 flight. That is fucking crazy. $38 flight. And a hotel? How much would it be? $63. Resort luxury suite. I never gotten a luxury suite. You know that? We should do something. We should do something different one of these days. You know what? I can't do any of these flights. I forgot. My brother's coming in June. We have to refrain from doing certain things. We have to stop from doing certain things. I put my cigars into this little bag. I put this little wet. Is it still wet? Yeah, it's still wet. I put this little wet little nap in here so it can keep my cigars moist, and it works. I can feel it. I gotta smoke my cigar. I took my cigar to Las Vegas for a reason. I took my cigars to Las Vegas for a reason. I couldn't even smoke one cigar, dude. What the fuck? Maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend. I gotta do some cleanup here. I have when I was busy on TikTok, like people engage more on TikTok than any other place. I think I gotta get back to 1,000 followers anyways. I have all these cans here that I do not use anymore. My table is full of shit. Like my table, if you saw my desk, it's like, dude, it's a big fucking mess. We need to clean this shit up. We need to really clean this shit up. This should look like an immaculate, like an office. Like it should be. See, look. I mean, it looks like clutter, but it's memorabilia. It's there for a reason. See, it looks kind of cool. It makes the room right, right. Look at those, the shoes, the lights, everything. I think everything works. But we gotta clean it up. We gotta make it look good. Welcome to the green room, ladies and gentlemen. I did not know I had a. I did not know I had a audio control. I can hear myself. I can hear myself. That's crazy. I did not know that. I did not know I had that. How about that? Reduce echo when talking without headphones. Do you have echo? I don't. I've never. I don't think I've ever heard myself. I don't think I've ever heard myself. There's noise suppression. It says helps reduce background noises. So if I push that, you wouldn't even be able to hear the music in the background. That is pretty fucking cool. The Smiths. The Smiths. There's something about the Smiths, right? You pick it up right away. How many times have you heard the Smiths and you're like, I know who that is. Welcome to the green room, ladies and gentlemen. You know, people think on a daily basis that I'm making money hand over fist on Rumble, on YouTube, on Twitch. She's like, dude, how much money do you make? I don't make any fucking money, dude. The last time I think I cashed out every year. I think I cash out like $50, and I think I make the most money. Actually, you know what? This year I made more. I made in a year. I cash out $50 out of Twitch. This year, only in January, I cashed out $50. Only in January, but only on Rumble because of my friend Keith. He donated. You know, he donated. Uh, Actually, you know what? He donated a 12 pack. No, a 12 pack. Dano also donated. Thank you, Dano, for donating. Dano, I mean, does it look like I probably looks like I fucking make tons of money. Like, yes, oh my god, look at this motherfucker. He's making money hand over fist. I do this because I like doing this. I just enjoy sitting here and I know somebody's gonna listen to what I'm saying. Somebody will pay attention to what's going on in the background, the lights, the TV. I found this screensaver by by some random fucking me scrolling through my Roku TV. So when I bought this JVC, I bought it at Target, Cyber Monday, and I think I bought it online. It was $129. Actually, it was like $79. Is that a 40? I think it's a 40 inch. Online only, right? So I bought it online, and I went to pick it up, and I said, "Hey, I bought a a TV online, but I don't see it on the floor. Like you guys don't have any." And the guy says, "You know what? You're the second person. Let me go in the back." And he's like, They're in the back." He says, "But is it a special online only?" He says, "Because I don't see anything on the floor." I'm like, "You know what?" And I showed it to him. He says, "What? $79?" He says, "I want one of these." And look, I was scrolling one day and I said, "Hey, I think this is the Matrix screensaver, and it works. I like it. Look at this shit. It's fucking perfect for. It works perfectly, bro. Yo, my brother Keith comes through, brother. I was just talking about you. Thank you, Keith. My man, Keith coming through. Keith, that's how. See, brother. You know what? That's when you project positivity, brother, you get positivity. I was talking about that son of a bitch who just projects negative shit, negative shit, negative shit. I'm sure. I am pretty sure this motherfucker is getting what. You know what? I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I don't wish bad upon anybody. But I can only remind you that if you, right, we reap what we sow. If that's all you do, negative, 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 you're just projecting. You are just projecting. Keith says, that's why I got on. I love it. Thank you, Keith. We have to, we have to be, we have to love ourselves to learn how to love other people. That's how it all starts. That's where it all starts. So last Sunday, Doug is getting smashed, and I went jogging, right? And I say, "Hey, fucker, where the fuck you at?" He says, "Hey, I'm at he's at that one bar down the street." If you guys remember the bar that remember George Lopez show? I used to be a George Lopez show, not a George Lopez fan. George Lopez show fan. Like the whole show was pretty fucking cool. Ernie. For some reason, people think I look like Ernie. I don't know why. I know who he is. I just don't know the actor's name. Anyways, so Champs, which is a bar down the street on Burbank Boulevard, that particular corner bar, they always show that bar as the bar that George Lopez frequented. So that's where Doug was at. And Doug says, "Hey, I'm at the Champs." I'm like, "You know what? Let me take a shower. I'll meet you there." He says, "Yeah, pick me up in an hour." And I'm like, pick me up in an hour." I said, "This motherfucker, does this bitch think I'm his fucking Uber or what? What kind of a fucking asshole does that?" It's like, "Yeah, come pick me up in an hour." "Yeah, bro, come on down, have a beer with me, and let's roll." No, he says, "Come pick me up in an hour." I'm like, "This motherfucker." So, anyways, I get there in an hour. I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? No, no, I took less than an hour, so I got there before." And he was having a beer with Ralphie. Rock and roll Ralph. Rock and roll Ralph. Rock and roll Ralph is an individual who is a natural born Democrat. That's all he votes. That's all he thinks. That's all he thinks. Republicans are the devil. And for some reason, I don't know who injected the hate pill in his soul that Trump is the worst person in the world. He fucking detests Trump. So when Doug and I shared with him that I have my show, right? I do this. Keith, I'm not rich, but you can't take it with you. Remember, I was talking about that yesterday. I was talking exactly about that yesterday. It doesn't matter how much you fucking have. Like it doesn't even matter right now, right? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter how much you have right now. You think I didn't? You think I wouldn't want to be somewhere and say, "Yeah, fuck it, let me go have a margarita in Las Vegas again"? But no, this is if I already have if I already have the amount of fun that I have with $20 in my pocket. Imagine if I had $50 in my pocket, brother. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do with myself. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. So yesterday I was talking about exactly that, right? So So rock and roll Ralph, I tell rock and roll. I said Ralphie, I have a show, bro, where I just go online and I talk to people, and it makes me feel better about myself because I know people out there are just like you and I. We all have problems. You have problems. I got problems. You got bills. I got bills. Electricity bills. We got rent to pay. We have credit card bills. We have gas bills. We have electricity bills. We have all kinds of shit happening in our lives. But don't think you're the only one having trouble trying to make ends meet. We all go through that. You can have all the fucking money in the world, but at the same time, you are wanting to pinpoint and cross the dots and right, cross the T's and dot the I's, because you don't want anything coming back to you. It's like, oh, you missed something, and I know I fucked up a couple of years back where I was driving my Uber and I didn't do my fucking taxes, and then Uncle Sam says, hey, you know how much you owe us? They came in and they don't give a fuck, brother. They came in and they I was like, what the when they did, you know what? As a matter of fact, that day I went into the bank, and the lady who works at the bank, who has known me for the past 20 years that I've had my bank account, she says, Oscar, I received this. My electric bill was too high this month. Now, when I go in the bank, she's not supposed to tell me this. She says, Oscar, you know what? I received a garnishment from the IRS. She says, and I need to take this amount out of your bank account. And I'm like, what the fuck? I said, that's pretty much the whole account. And I said, can you do me a favor? I said, can you wait one more day so at least my rent check goes through and you can take it all? And it was a pretty big number. And I'm thinking, what the fuck, dude? That is fucking crazy. If she would not have given me that tap on the shoulder, right? A friend, if you will. See, that's why there's good people. See, that's why you have to reap what you sow. If you're doing good in the world, you will have angels looking out for you. She was my angel. She was my guardian angel at that moment. Went to the bank, and I don't usually go to the bank. She told me, Oscar, you know what? I don't know what's happening. She says, but your account is about to be garnished. And I said, fuck. And I'm thinking, it finally caught up to me. I haven't done my taxes. I haven't done this. I haven't done my fuck. And I said, can I? I said, listen, all I need is for my rent payment to go through and then wipe it out. She says, it's a big number. I can't tell you how much it is, but it's a big number. I'm like, fuck. Okay. Can you just wait till tomorrow? She's like, okay, I can do you that. I can extend that favor. If it wasn't for her to tell me that, brother, I would have been evicted out of this fucking place. I'm telling you. I would not have had the funds until the following week. Because you know how they say 3 days when you do your late payment, this is just 3 days or vacate. I would have been evicted. That's why I always say, brother. That's why I have always and see nobody knows this shit. No, I never said this. With the government waste, do you think a lot of people won't pay taxes this year? No, I think it's the other way around. I think people are, unless you have the hatred in your heart because you hate fucking Donald Trump, right? At least with me, I can say, hey, I am going to feel. I am right. You know how they say, rest assured, your money is going in the right place. I am going to feel that even if I made enough and I have to pay back, I'm gonna feel great that my money will be going to something useful. Even though a bill just passed through Congress, now it's gonna go to the Senate, right? It's gonna take at least a month. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Congress signed. Now it goes to the Senate, and then it hits the president's desk. I mean, he said it. Is it going to pass? I think it's going to pass. So government waste. I am willing. I mean, I've never avoided paying. I mean, it's not that I've never avoided. I just extended my right my tax paying to to the longest until Uncle Sam says, "Hey, motherfucker." Remember, I made that video one time where the government already knows how much you should be paying of taxes. Uber is a 1099 company, right? 1099. So Uber already paid you for your rides. Uber reported your earnings to the IRS. Now you have to file your taxes and it has to match what Uber reported. So there cannot be any discrepancies, and if they do, that's how all these fucking red flags come upon you, and then they audit you for the fucking wrong reasons. So that's I don't know if the government does that just to fuck with you. But then again, if you have the right accountant, you can do all kinds of write offs, right? Like for Uber, your car washes, maybe the haircuts because you have to look good to drive. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying. I never did any of that. Your car note, your gas notes, your tolls, because it's part of the rides. So there's certain things that you can write off, and there's certain things that you cannot write off. Uber already pays you per mileage, so you cannot write off the gas because they already paid for your mileage. So therefore, you can't. There's certain things that you cannot suck the juice twice out of the same lemon. You can only do it once. Right? You either file this or you file that. So I had a friend who says, "Hey, Oscar, you know what? I want to drive Uber like you." I went out and bought $500 worth of whatever cleaning supplies. I'm gonna wax my car. I'm gonna clean my car. I even bought goodies for the people. They can grab their cookies and like grab candies and whatever. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take it all back. And I said, what do you what is your intent? Like, are you trying to make money or are you trying to get audited? She says, what do you mean? Because the minute if you do work the amount of hours that I was working, right, 60 hours a week, it never felt like it's 60 hours a week. 7 days a week. I worked 7 days a week. I wasn't, anyways, maybe it was 40 hours. Maybe it was 50 hours. How the fuck? 7 hours a day. 7 times 7, 49. Yeah, maybe it was 50 hours a week. I just counted the drive time back home. She says, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I said, what are you doing? You know, the minute you write off this, and this, they're going to ask for your, they're not going to ask for your receipts. They're just going to ask for your credit card bill. I hear the IRS may possibly be gone from some news sources. You know what? It is a good story and a bad story at the same time. The I don't know if it's good or bad. I think we need the IRS. I don't think we need the establishment as a whole. Like you don't need 1,000 people, right? I don't know how many people work for the IRS. All I know is that the same way Elon Musk got rid of the people working at Twitter, right? And it's still functioning properly without all those fucking people. The same way the automation is going to come in effect. The red flags are going to be done by computers. So if you have to be audited, and if you do get audited, it won't be AI that audits you. It will be a fucking physical person. But see, right now, every position is filled by somebody that is probably doing half the work they're supposed to be doing, but they're getting the full benefits. He is going to change that. Doge is going to change that. Taxes for defense and police and fire. Yeah, but that see the superfluous spending is going to stop, right? The amount of superfluous spending that has been found by Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, and it's not. Elon Musk is just a spokesperson. There's so many people working doing the job, but he's brother. If you look at the guy, he knows how to explain the shit, right? He's. I don't think this guy's ever fucking put on a. I mean, he has put on a suit. I've seen him wear a tux, but everywhere he goes, he is proud to be the dark MAGA. Everywhere he goes, he wears a dark MAGA hat. Everywhere he goes, he is proud of that shit. I will be fucking proud to do the same fucking thing. If I had that kind of money and if I had that kind of that level, right, of acceptance, I would be wearing the same fucking hat. I mean, I do wear it, don't get me wrong. I do wear it, but see, I'm not the dark MAGA. I'm not the dark MAGA, maybe. The bloated government. You have so many fucking positions sucking government teats. You have so many fucking people sucking the government teat. So much money that is going out, injected out of the government for nothing. People who are doing nothing are getting paid like they're actually surgeons. Why don't we fucking take that money, inject it, and pay teachers more money? Right? That should be an incentive. Why don't we fucking change shit? And people who are upset that Donald Trump says, "Hey, there's a gold card out there," right? The people who do not listen, the same fucking people who are making all these TikTok videos and saying, "Oh, look at Donald Trump. He's not for immigration. He's not for the immigrant." Now he's willing to fucking sell a gold card for $5 million. So he doesn't give a fuck about the working peons. I'm like, motherfucker, have you have you have you fucking paid attention to how this shit works? There has always been a thing where EB-5, it's called an immigrant investor visa. It has always been put in place, right? It requires an investment of at least $800,000 in a targeted employment area, rural or high unemployment area, or 1.05 million elsewhere. It doesn't matter where the fuck you are. As long as you invest 1.05 million, and you must create or preserve at least 10 full-time jobs for US workers. That leads you to a permanent residency for the investor, their spouse, and children under 21. The E2 investor visa, right, for entrepreneurs and treaty countries, individuals from countries with a treaty of commerce like Mexico, Canada, Japan. It requires a substantial investment. Usually it's 100,000, but depends on the business, right? And it doesn't lead to a green card, but allows indefinite renewals as long as the business operates successfully. So there's certain criteria and there's certain visas that have been put in place forever and ever and ever. But people right now they're making so many fucking TikTok videos and they forget that there has always been US visa options as long as you invest. But now he's putting a top tier price of 5 million, right? It also has its criterias. So don't lose your shit over this. The people who are DACA and all those people, yes, I know there needs to be immigration reform. I know that and I understand that. People say, "Oh, he's a fucking seller. He's selling the fucking government. He's selling the fucking." It has always been in place. Stop losing your shit over nothing. I always said, open a book, read about it, know about it, and then fucking talk about it. Education by volunteer teachers, what do you think? Nobody wants to be a volunteer teacher. I can tell you that much. Nobody wants to be a volunteer teacher. Now, as a matter of fact, I think I would want to be a volunteer teacher. I would want to be a volunteer teacher for the only reason that some teachers right now are willing to fucking teach the most negative shit that doesn't teach any student, doesn't educate the student. It just implements their left ideologies, right? When I was in school, brother, we were being taught what the education system is supposed to be teaching you. Nowadays, it's complete and utter fucking bullshit. So, would I want to be a volunteer teacher? I would want to be a volunteer teacher because that motherfucker was teaching you social studies is not even teaching you social studies. Is giving you a book, a workbook, and says open your book to page 13 and fill out the questionnaire. That's it. What are you teaching? You're not teaching anything. No property taxes to them. But the, but see but see we go back to no tax on tips and all that. It always has to be passed by Congress, Senate, and then it becomes a bill, and then the president signs it, right? This incentive, he is the one that created that movement, right? Donald Trump did that. He says no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, and guess what? It is about to get passed. It people think it's like fucking. He's not fucking Thanos. That is not for some fucking reason. When Sleepy Joe was president, for them everything was going smoothly. Oh, it's gonna happen. Eventually, it'll happen. I know it's gonna happen. So they believed their fucking president. He was my president too. But I'm like, these fucking people are just waiting for right. What is that one joke? Why don't you crawl up a chicken's ass so you can get laid? So you can get laid. You know what I mean? It's like they have an alternative truth to their fucking reality. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't equate to their reality because my truth and my reality are two fucking different things. Like, you know what I mean? We can be in the same fucking place and they can tell you one thing. You're like, who the fuck told you that? Like, where are you getting your information from? You say, well, what are you watching then? Who are you? And I'm like, I don't have to watch the news to know that oxygen is free. He's like, what? Oh my god, no, they're selling that shit. Have you gone to the fucking gas stations? They're selling you the air. And I'm like, is that all you're focusing on? Is that where you're getting your? You know what I mean? It's like some people. Some people just make you laugh, brother. But no, you know what? It makes me laugh. You know why? It makes me sad inside, but at the same time, it makes me laugh. Like this one guy, right, that works with me. I haven't asked him if he has kids. I am pretty sure he doesn't have no fucking kids. I am pretty sure he has no fucking kids. Because if he had kids, these kids probably feel sorry for their fucking dad for not being the smart cookie. You know what I mean? But even if you homeschool kids, what if you are that father and that mother or those parents who think the opposite direction? You would be actually you would actually be damaging the kids more than actually helping them. When it's school, the spectrum changes. Even though the teacher is teaching you, even though the teacher is trying to implement, they don't teach anything, right? Teachers are no longer teachers. They're called teachers because that's what the position calls them. But for some fucking reason, these teachers now are trying to implement different ideologies that for some fucking reason they think it's okay to be taught, right? So exactly the morals. See, morals. A teacher may have the morals of a teacher, but they may have the scruples of who gives a fuck? This kid is not my kid. I got no scruples. Let me fucking teach him the bad ways, right? Let let me fucking light a match and let him fucking carry the fire back home. And I'm pretty sure that's what's happening with my child today, because his ideologies. I think there's somewhere that when I first told my son, I said, look, your grades are falling. If your grades continue to fall, I will fucking take you out of the school district that I put you in, and I'll put you back to where you fucking belong. The shitty fucking place. You want to give me shitty grades? I'll put you back in the shitty place. He says, no, you can't do that because then I won't want to go there. And I said, brother, that's not the way it works. Just because you wouldn't want to go there doesn't mean you don't have to go there. You see what I mean? Right? I would have the morals to do exactly that, but he thinks he has the scruples to do something else. Fuck around and find out. That's all I can say. To anybody out there listening, fuck around and find out. That was it. You say I graduated in '86. It was fucked up then. I did my high school years in Honduras. Brother, I was 16 years old when I first landed in Honduras. When I landed back in Honduras in ninth grade, I think it was 15, ninth grade, like my son. 15, 16. I graduated when I was 17. I have no idea why the American. I don't know. I have no idea why the American embassy allows allows Honduran territory to have the educational background to graduate in 11th grade. I have no idea why, but they signed off on that. So I graduated as a bachelor in social science and in high school, bachiller en ciencias y letras, español, which was all in Spanish, and high school, which was all in English. So it was a bilingual school. I earned 2 degrees in 3 years, right? Ninth, 10th, 11th grade. I graduated in 11th grade, not 12th grade. So I'm like, what the fuck? I graduated a year earlier than everybody else. Ask me if I have ever had to provide a high school diploma anywhere I went and applied. I don't have to. I haven't had to. My persona, my interview alone is exactly that of a high school, right? Back when I was straight out of university, that I dropped out and to become a dentist. I had never once had to. Oh, here's my high school diploma. Never had. Nobody asked. Nobody has ever asked me for a high school diploma. But you see the difference, right? Morals, education, the way you move, the way you talk, the way you speak, the way you do everything speaks for yourself, right? If you dress like a bum, you'll be fucking treated like a bum. You wanna talk like a fucking hoodlum, you will be treated like one, and you will be asked for your high school diploma. Are they are they doing their job? Exactly that. They are covering their asses because if you act like a fucking thug before they even treat you like one, they want to know. Hey, at least this guy has a fucking high school diploma. Maybe he grew up in the wrong neighborhood, and that's all he does: speak like one. But he isn't one. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but he still wants the job. He has the, you know what I mean. He has the abilities. He has the background. That's the way the fucking world is. There's nobody coming in and fucking pushing down on you. No, it's the other way around. Sometimes we push down on ourselves because, well, I can't get a better job. Well, why didn't you fucking graduate? You should have thought about that before you fucking dropped out of school, right? Everybody wants to fucking. Have you noticed that everybody wants to fucking talk the same way? Hey, what's up, fool? Hey, y'all. What are, you're not from the fucking South. You live in fucking LA, bro. Nah, dog. Yeah, that whole fucking cholo mentality. Like I'm part of a fucking gang, and hey, fool, what's up, dog? No, that shit stays. Dude, how old are you? Right? I'm 50 years old. I have never spoken like that. I don't speak like that. I don't want to talk like that. I don't want to. It's cool. Everybody wants to sound cool. I don't want to sound cool. I don't want to sound like a fucking delinquent. That's how people, right? Have you noticed that every Mexican, every Latino, every when I said Mexican, every movie that has a Mexican spot, they need to act that way. They need to talk that way. They need to dress that way. There's no other fill in position in any movie that carries in a Mexican, right? Because you're dressing like the the barrio, what's up, homie? Right? They want you to talk like that. They want you to act like that because that's the way for the same fucking reason. You fit the part, bro. You're good for this. I couldn't even do it if I was acting. What's up, homie? I don't even do that to anybody. I used to I used to meet up with this one guy. I mean, I still jog, right? I used to meet up with this one guy who was always riding this little, like a lowrider BMX. He would dress with the fucking dickies up to his fucking chest, the wife beater, tattooed, and I would always see him. He said, "Hey, what's up, homie? What's up, homie?" He said, "How you doing, homie?" I'm like, "Good. How are you doing?" I said, "You know what? Let me ask you something." I said, "What is your name?" He said, so he does the fucking let me stand like a lean like a cholo. He says, "Call me little homie," because I'm 5'5", 5'6". This guy's smaller than me. And he says, so he does the stance. He says, "Call me little homie," and I'm like, "No, I'm like I'm serious. Like, what is your name?" He says, "Yeah, nobody calls me by my name." I'm like, "You know what? I don't. I'm just a regular dude, bro." I'm like, "Bro, I want to know your name so I can call you by your name." He says, "My name is David." So every time I saw him on his bike, for some fucking reason, he wears this type of cologne, and it's not the cologne that you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I haven't. It's not that one. But he wears cologne from the '80s. Like he's around because he's the only person that smells like that. This is a 70-year-old man on a bike, bro. If you see him, you think he's like 50 years old. I mean, I'm 50, but when you see him on a bike and dressed like a fucking cholo, everybody knows him, bro. Everybody knows this guy. Hey, that's little homie. Remember the little homies that came out on the little figures that you would put 25 cents and you would bring out the little cholitas, the little homies, right? They would stand like I don't know how they stand, anyways. David, that guy's a trip, bro. Every time I saw him, he's like, "What's up, homie?" He says, I said, "David, let me ask you this." I said, "How old are you? You look young, but you also look like you're like a veterano, like a veterano." He says, "Yeah, I'm about to turn 65, 60, whatever." This is 10 years ago, brother. I don't know if he passed, but the last time I saw him, he was already driving a Denali, and I saw him driving. I'm like, "Hey, what happened to you? I don't see you driving the bike anymore, riding the bike anymore." He says, "Nah, bro." He says, I had a pacemaker put in me, so the doctor says no exercise anymore. No exercise. I'm like, you have a fucking better heart now. Even what's his name? Rolling Stones guy. What the fuck is his name? Even Rolling Stones guy who runs across the fucking stage. He runs like 3 4 miles just on any given show. Mick Jagger. He had open heart surgery. Right. He canceled like 4 or 5 shows, and he's back up and running. And I'm like, "No, bro. I think your fucking doctor. Yeah, Mick Jagger. I think your doctor's lying to you, bro. Even fucking Mick Jagger at 75, he had a fucking open heart surgery. Look at him. He says, nah, bro. He says, I want to live longer." So sometimes doctors instill, right? They put that little seed of the seeds of love. No, but he's scared to ride his bike now. He says, I can't have it pumping faster than my pacemaker. It's called a pacemaker for a fucking reason, bro. Pacemaker? He's like, no, I can't drive that. I can't ride bikes anymore. Okay, bro. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. I haven't seen him in I don't know, it's 4 or 5 months. I hope he didn't pass. And if he did, little homie, if you did, little homie David, everywhere I saw, I would see he would ride his bike every day, bro. Down to Ralph's. He would go get his. He had a kid in his 70s. Oh, Mick Jagger, yeah, I know, with that Brazilian chick. He had a baby in Brazil, brother. In Brazil, imagine being 70, full of cash and full of cum, and full of cum. I'm just full of cum. I need the money now. I need I need the money. No, that's the one thing I've never done. And I'm pretty sure that's what men try to do, just inject their shit and just walk away. It's like, I hope I get this bitch pregnant by. I never done any of that because I don't ever want to have that feeling of leaving somebody behind. Because every time I see my kid brother, I fall in love all over again. I see him and I fall in love with my kid, right? And I'm like, I don't think I would ever want to be away of knowing that I had a child and I wasn't there. That has to be the worst fucking feeling. But of course, there's men out there like, oh yeah, I have fucking 75 kids, and you've never taken care of any single one of them. You've never held their hands. You've never taken them to school. You've never told them you love them. You never told, oh, but I pay child support. Fuck that bitch. And I'm like, yeah, that's not what a fucking father is, right? But 99% of the fucking assholes who think just because they put their dick in and now they have a baby is like, I'm a father. That's not what a father is, bro. That's not what a father is. That doesn't make you a father. That makes you a fucking biggest piece of shit. You should have just put a fucking. You should have just put a fucking condom on. And that's not me judging. That's not me judging. That is me telling you the fucking truth. If you're listening right now, and if you think you're a father, just because you have five, six, seven kids with different baby mamas, but you just because you pay child support, that does not make you a father. That makes you the biggest piece of shit because you will never ever be a father. You're insignificant to that child, right? There is more significant on the mom saying, "Hey, hey, 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 I'm getting this motherfucker's money." That money will never ever go to that child. That woman will always and forever, right? Have the nicest cars, have their nails did, their hair did. They don't. That's another fucking thing. That's another fucking thing. It will always be a fucking dispute of how much money I can get out of you, so I can spend it on myself, and the kid gets nothing because that's what you deserve as a father. And like, dude, you're putting the fucking child to the side just because you. This is like a tug of war. Like I own this bitch, right? Is it me saying it? No, I've seen men do it or women do it to men, and men do it to women. So it's fucking sad, but it's true. I'm not making shit up, right? Keith, I'm not making shit up. Women are fucking scandalous for the same fucking reasons, and for the wrong fucking reasons. Oh, I gotta take a leak. Hold up. I like this conversation. Parenthood 101. Parenthood. Jesus Christ, Mike. What do you think? What do you think? I am taking this little bottle with me tomorrow because I think we should start sanitizing. I don't know why I think we should start sanitizing again more than before. But actually, this is the same. I think we sometimes we put our guards down and then shit happens. I still have three big fucking bottles. Remember how hand sanitizer became a thing that nobody fucking had because it was we're gonna have some in the next few weeks. There was no toilet paper. There was no sanitizer. There was no Clorox. These people made money. These people made so much fucking money. And Clorox was $2.49. Clorox never brought their Clorox never brought their value down. It's been $4 ever since. It was $2.49, brother. I remember buying the little receptacle of Clorox, $2.49. Now it's like $4.59. It never came down. Just like the fucking eggs. Of course, everybody thinks, right? Again, the Thanos fucking snapped the finger. Donald Trump is gonna say, "Bring the eggs down." That's not the way it works. He's trying to do his best, right, to work with the economy. You say, ugly people want Trump gone. Ugly people. This is this is this is a whatever the fucking label has. I can give a fuck about. This is a 4 pack is 13.99. I found it for 6.99. Do I stand for what the label says? I can give a fuck. I can give a rat's ass. But the contents. This is a pint. The foam. That is the whole can. You can't see it, right? You can barely see the the foam right there. I can't lift this puppy up. If I lift it, it'll spill. That is a whole fucking can. 16 ounce. This is a pint. So when people say, "Oh, that's a pint," is exactly this. There's no foam. I mean, there's this one has the little. This is a pint glass. You see the beer? I just took a sip out of that. Today's palate is different. You know why? Because yesterday I was drinking regular Heineken. Today's is silver. Now I feel chocolate notes, Oh, barley notes, oatmeal notes. Hmm. Oscar, I hope you get out of Cali someday. My son is only 15. I need 3 more years. I need 3 more years. Brother, if my son would not have been born 15 years ago, I remember I had a I had a phone call one day. They needed somebody to go to Hawaii to fill a position of accounting, or I forget what it was. It was like a 6 month. It was a 6 month position. So I went inside, and I was gonna go tell my son's mom, right? And I said, "Listen, I got good news." He says, "I got good news too." And I said, "You tell me." She says, "We're gonna have a baby." And my whole fucking mentality just changed at that moment, because I was gonna tell her, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Hawaii and work. So I'll see you in 6 months." That was my good news. So when I told her to give me her good news, she says, "We're gonna have a baby." And I said, "No fucking way." And I said, "I got a raise," which wasn't true. It wasn't true. I never got a. I mean, I've always had good paying jobs. I just didn't have anything to come back to and say I'm leaving. And that's the best I can come up with. I got a raise. And I said, my heart just melted. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be a fucking father. And I was thinking of leaving. And I don't think I have ever stopped being that happy man. Because every time I see my fucking kid, brother, every time I see my kid, that kid brings me fucking joy. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's moments where you're not depressed, but you're like, fucking, that's disappointing. Like, dude, what is wrong with you? Why do you treat me like your mom? Why do you treat me like your mom? Why do you? But it is what it is. I mean, come on. The kids cannot be gatekeepers. You know what I mean? They can't be. They cannot be you. You cannot be them. It is part of life. Like, you have to appreciate them, who you love them for who they want to become. I've always, you know, Doug says, "Why didn't you fucking become a dentist?" I said, "Why are you asking me? Why don't you ask yourself, why didn't you want to become what you wanted to become?" He says, "I never knew what I wanted to become." And then I said, "I know I didn't want to become a fucking dentist. So why are you fucking see? You see, sometimes you push somebody else to tell you your truth. You know what I mean?" Yeah, and exactly that. That's life, brother. Exactly my fucking point. We've had this conversation with Douglas, my best friend, over and over and over. He always, he always tries to press me, and he thinks he's gonna put me in a corner, and it only happens when he's inebriated, and I'm having my 10th beer, and I'm like, "Doug, you know what? You've always asked me the same fucking thing, and you think you're gonna get a different answer, right?" And for the most part, every time he presses, his wife is there, and I look at Roxana. I'm like, Rosanna, how many times have you asked me the same fucking question? And I'm not mad that he asked me. I think he's expecting me to fucking think of a different answer, and it's always the same fucking answer, right? Again, like you said, Keith, that's life, brother. Oh, excuse me. In Honduras, when I was 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, I met kids of every level, poor kids, rich kids, astronomically rich kids, right? Parents who were in Congress, parents who were parents who well, I never mingled with the guy, but I know a guy who is a son of a president, of an ex-president. I never mingled with the guy. We were in the same room. I never crossed paths with the guy. I know who he is, but we were never friends. But I was friends with his friends, right? And I'm thinking, I knew kids who were given everything, right? Money, clothing, schooling. Schooling. When I say schooling, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what school you go to. Are you actually soaking up the education that is required for you to become a functional being? No, they were just there to fucking fill in the position because daddy paid for me to be here. I have never had that mentality. I have been of the mentality of, if my father is paying for me to be here in this fucking private school, which is, well, right, it was a bilingual school. I have to show my father that I appreciate for him paying for me to be here. I'm gonna give him the best fucking grades. Never, never did my fucking dad pull me in and say, "Hey, bro, do you know how much I'm paying for you to be here? Why do you have C's? Why do you have D's?" No, 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 no. That shit never happened. We never had that fucking conversation. A's and B's. Bitch, hold my fucking beer. Those were the best and the worst years. And I only say the best and the worst years because if my son right now would ever go to Honduras and finishes ninth, 10th, 11th grade in Honduras, detrimental. Detrimental. It would fucking break him apart. It would burn his fucking brain cells. Only of just how advanced the morals, the morality is in a third world country. The dollar here is worth a dollar. Over there, it's no. You have to make 25, right? The currency is 25 to 1. So life is appreciated more in those fucking countries because you have to work your ass off to make 25 denominations or whatever the bills are called down there to exchange it for a dollar. So imagine that. You give it value. You see what I mean? Over here, my son thinks a dollar is a dollar. It is not the value of a dollar, but it's the value of education. It is the value of knowledge. It is the knowledge. Everything has a level, but you can't put a price to it. Knowledge is key, by all means. I have known kids that grew up next to me, rich fucking kids, and they chose the wrong fucking paths. Their paths were drugs and alcohol. I chose alcohol, but at least I chose the path of my dad. My dad was an alcoholic, right? Not to the point where he was fucking beating people up or beating my mom. No, my dad was always a functional alcoholic. Get drunk as fuck in the morning, like nothing happened. That's the way it should be, brother. Nobody can ever fucking tell me, hey, I'm addicted to fucking alcohol. Do I slap you now, or do you want to be? Do you want to be slapped by yourself? You're saying fucking words over and over. I can't stop drinking. I'm an alcoholic. You're the one that's putting the fucking spout into your fucking mouth. Stop drinking. That's all you gotta do. Stop drinking. School cut in half to just learn reading, arithmetic, vocabulary only. But you know what? That's what school should be. Exactly that. I mean, we need to learn history, right? People need to learn what happened in the past. People should see. Here's the thing: there's people who still live in the past, but they never lived in the past, but they want to carry the past and they want to live it in the present, right? And when I say that, imagine if I, right, as a Honduran born, would carry that past with me. I would fucking detest Spaniards because they came into my fucking country. They raped my ancestors and they did whatever the fuck they wanted. And I carry that shit. Like, somebody fucking owes me reparations because you fucking hurt me. I'm still hurt. I cannot become a better person because the Spaniards were shit to me. Christopher Columbus owes me. But you're like, bro, that should happen 1492. What is wrong with you? Same thing with black people, right? Slavery 400 years ago. Nobody's a slave anymore. Oh, but I can't. I'm suppressed. I cannot become a better person because I'm black. What? What? No. Or the person. There's so many instances that I can give you, and it's not me being racist. It's me using certain criteria of right of history that actually happened, but it's not happening anymore. So if you're Latino like me, Spaniards, whatever the fuck Spaniards did back in the day, it did. It happened. Leave it the fuck alone. It's part of history. Blacks who were slaves, leave it the fuck alone. You're no longer in shackles. You're no longer being slaves. If we are slaves, we're slaves of our own mentality. We're slaves of our own religion. We're slaves of our own entities. We're slaves of our own comprehension. We're slaves of our own wrongdoings. We're slaves of our own knowledge, right? And you know what? You're right. You're right. But I think there is no wrong teaching. It's bad concepts, right? So going back to what I told you, that there's a person who is called a teacher, but this person is not there to teach anything. They just want to inject their beliefs onto the 30 students that they have in front of them. So they're not teaching them anything. They just want to fucking say, hey, I know this kid is gonna take this fucking fire and gonna combust at home because maybe he has conservative parents, and I already sat down with their parents. You know what I mean? It's like one of those ideologies. Exactly, ideologies. Right? Like I said earlier, I'm like, teaching is no longer teaching anymore. You can call them teachers because that's the way they're called. They're called teachers. None of these fuckers are teaching anymore. They're just following a fucking guideline, telling you to read chapter 7, and here's the questionnaire. My teachers back in the day, they taught me something. They taught me their knowledge without even opening the fucking book. They would tell me what chapter 7 was about, right? Without opening the math book, this motherfucker would show me the equation that was on page 17. You would say, on page 17, you will find this equation. Da, 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 da." So I knew this motherfucker was a fucking teacher because he was teaching me exactly what the book had as a reference. The books don't fucking teach us anything. Teachers do. Teachers no longer teach. That is a teacher. Right? That's why when you see that person up in the pulpit, the church, see, churches have been the best fucking teachers, even though they use it for the wrong fucking reasons, right? Anybody who stands at the fucking pulpit, they're doing two things. They're either giving you the truth, which you're reading, which is the Bible. I think the Bible is the truth. But they are also doing it for the wrong fucking reasons. They will tell you, they will remind you, and they'll scold you if you do not tithe. But the book also says, give with an open heart. Right, exactly, or profiting. You know what I mean? So, right, we're we are on the same fucking page. You know exactly what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm laying down. And it's not me having drank the 4 beers and oh, this guy fucking becomes a prophet because he drinks beer and now he becomes no. It's not about that. Life is shit, bro. Life is shit. Do you stay where it stinks? No, you walk away. You're like, fuck this. I don't want to be here. And most of these fucking churches are exactly that. Most of these churches have the fucking perfect teachers for them to profit. And that's what I hate about church. I don't hate religion. I hate church for that same fucking reason. There's so many people out there looking for God's right, God's, what do you call it? God's connection? Because you trust that person that is reading the word of God to you. You trust that person in all your might. You're like, I am stuck in a fucking rut. I need to listen to this person's words so I can become my true self. And maybe I could have given you the I could have given you the same fucking words without you being obligated to give 10% of your paycheck. But this guy just told you if you don't tithe, if you don't do this, don't put yourself in the devil's cage. You need to do this for yourself. He told you the right words that you wanted to listen. You needed to hear those words. But at the same time, he tells you if you don't tithe, if you don't do this for yourself right now, you may be damned to the devil. And you're like, what? Sometimes I tell people, you know what? That's why I like to do this. I'm not against church. I'm not against. Well, I hate church. I'm against people who take advantage of other people. Right? If I can be your church, tithing is bullshit, brother. I don't know who fucking wrote that part in that book, but I think that part somebody fucking said, "Hey, what if we write this shit in?" Is it blasphemy? Maybe it is. Maybe it is blasphemy. Listen, I'm already in hell. Am I gonna pay a penance somewhere? So fucking be it. But at least I said it. Nobody. Why are you scared to say? You know how people for the old Jews, the good old Jews, Jesuits, right? Jesuits, and all those stories, brother. There's so many before Christ. There's so many stories out there that need to be shared for the same fucking reason, right? People who were just wandered the world without knowing that there was a God. But what is a God? What is a God, anyways? What is God? What do you think God is? Do you believe in God? I believe in God. I believe in a God. I don't believe in gods. I believe in a God. Does he exist? I have no fucking idea. Can I prove it to you? I have prayed and I have received an answer. Does God exist? I prayed, God answered. My God exists. Do you pray? Oh, fuck praying. Then you will never fucking get an answer. So is it me telling you that there is no God, or is it yourself telling you that you don't believe in God? If you are negative, you will continue to receive negative. God is God because you are made to God's resemblance. And this song comes up. Can this fucking song be cued any fucking better? As a guy knowing that he's gonna fucking die. He didn't know how to tell his parents that he was dying of AIDS, but he made a song to tell the world. I don't cue this shit. I do not cue this shit. Life does. Life is beautiful, brother. Unscripted. I like this shit. I love I love my life. I live my life unscripted. Look at this fucking show. I've been doing this show for how long? Unscripted. Everybody. He knew he was dying. He knew he was dying. Never once did he tell his fucking band members what the song was about until they fucking knew, until he told them after he made the song. Did you watch that movie? Rami Malek. When I saw Rami Malek be part of that movie and do his skits as Freddie Mercury, I'm like, This is an Oscar worthy movie. Not only will he be nominated, he is getting that fucking Oscar. The same way you go and watch, the same way you go back and watch. Fuck. Hold on. Yeah, alcohol is playing a part right now. Hold on. Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman. Go watch. Go watch Gary Oldman on that in that fucking movie. What is it called? The Darkest Hour. The Darkest Hour has to be by far, like one of the best movies ever fucking made. The Darkest Hour. Gary Oldman. You have to watch Gary Oldman in The Darkest Hour. That son of a gun. Oh my fucking god. The minute I saw that performance, I'm like, this is Oscar worthy. And guess what? He won the Oscar. And then I saw Remy Malek. It reminded me of Gary Oldman. I'm like, these two guys, whoever put them in those like, I know. There's a name for that. I'm drinking. Catholicism, Catholic has fucked up too many people's minds. Religions have existed, brother. Religions have existed. The same way alcohol has existed for the longest fucking time, same thing as religion. It is not the product, it is the people. The person who stands on their own beliefs and they think this is the only way out, they are the fucked up ones. You can't blame alcohol for you being an alcoholic, right? You can't blame Catholicism. You cannot blame Protestants. You cannot blame Christians for you going to the extreme of thinking that religion is making you who you are, right? You take religion and you make it who you are. The same way you open a bottle and you start drinking alcohol, and you open the second bottle, the third bottle, the fourth bottle, and now you call yourself an alcoholic just because alcohol is part of you. No, you just made alcohol part of yourself. So yes and no. You can't earn your way to it. No, no, and I understand. I I get what you wrote, but at the same time, I have to add in my 2 cents because it makes sense the way you said it. But it also makes sense that you can't blame religion for what people become. You can only blame people for how emphatic, how right, how fanatized they are with religion. The same way that people say, "I can't stop drinking because I'm an alcoholic." Well, who the fuck told you you're an alcoholic? My doctor did. So why doesn't your fucking doctor give you a shot or a pill to suppress those fucking feelings? Because he needs you to come back again and again and again to keep reminding you that you're still an alcoholic. See, there's certain things, there's certain parameters in life that have always been there as parameters, but parameters don't change people. I gotta take a leak. Hold on. I gotta take a leak. That's a good song. Hold on. That song's like depressing, isn't it? I brought one more just in case. I mean, I still got enough. I want to smoke a cigar, bro. I have two cigars here. I can't fucking smoke. So, anyways, yeah, religion, all that bullshit, brother. You know what? People's beliefs. It is. It is all. Do it. Give me your song request. Give it to me. Give it to me. Billy Ocean. Billy Ocean. I'm ready. Give it to me. You always have a good request. I like it. I like it. You always have the good fucking choices, bro. You always have the fucking great music, bro. You always have the fucking great songs. Isn't it fucking cool how music, the composition of music just comes together, brother? Lyrics, guitar, everything just symphony, harmonic, everything just comes together. That's fucking crazy. Nowadays, not so much. Everything changes. Everything changed. When did it change? Why did it change? Something fine. This, it is so fucking beautiful, right? Oscar, we old dogs know good music. I love good music, brother. I love good music. I love good music. I can fucking. I can tell you. See this song I've never heard. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Brother, when I lived in Brazil, back in 90, hold on. It always happens. Oh, okay, between 11 and 11:30. No, now it's 12:30. When I was living in Brazil from 97 to 2001 to 96 to. Hold on. Anyways, Big Mamas and Papas, they played almost every fucking weekend down in Brazil. It was always this one show, Faustão, uh, Domingão do Faustão. It was almost every Sunday he would have them live on his show. Every fucking Sunday. And this would be their opening song. Every Sunday, bro. And I'll be like, yeah, California, baby. The mamas and the papas. The mamas and the papas. Probably thinking, how does this motherfucker drink every night? Hola, hola, ¿quién habla? ¿Cómo estás? Probably, I know you're probably thinking, how does this motherfucker drink every night? how do you function in the morning? Like, how do you feel? I'm like, I wake up in the morning like 5:30, 6 in the morning, just fine. I don't need 8 hours of sleep. I can tell you that much. I don't need 8 hours. I used to do 6 hours back in the day when I was younger, and I don't think I've ever slept 8 hours because I never slept 8 hours. I would just wake up and say, why do people need 8 hours of sleep? Like, life is supposed to be lived. Like, I've always had the same mentality. Life is supposed to be lived, not slept. Like, who told us that we needed 8 hours of sleep? Like, is there a mandate to this? Where does it fucking say that we need 8 hours of sleep? No, you wake the fuck up. Shannon, let the music play. I like that song. Oh my god, I love that fucking song, baby. Let's fucking. I think I played it. I think I played it too fucking loud. I'm gonna wake up the fucking nymph. Wake up, motherfuckers! Let the music play, bitch. Let the music play. Let's wake up the fucking neighborhood. It's Friday, bitches. Let's go. God, I love this fucking song, bro. What a great fucking song. I love this shit. What a great fucking song, brother. I know exactly how it started when I read it. I'm like, I know this fucking song. I should start my show with this fucking song every night. God damn it, this is fucking great. I only bring this out. Have you noticed that I only bring this out when I'm feeling enthusiastic about life? This doesn't come out enough. When it does, I only wet my lips. This is supposed to be sipped, appreciated, and I do. I appreciate it. I sip it. I just wet my lips. That's all I do. That is a great fucking song, brother. God damn it, I love this. I like that. To me. We may just finish the fucking 12 pack. Who gives a fuck? To move. Let the music play. I like this fucking song. You have no idea. This song takes me back to when I was, when I wasn't, and to what I became. So I've listened to this shit. It's crazy. I was smoking to this shit. I was getting drunk. I was smoking. I broke out my other 30 pack. My other 30 pack. Bring that fucker out. God damn it. It's Friday, 12:36 p.m. Brother, you know what? I can tell you this much. Oh, what a great fucking song. Oh, actually, we played this before. Don't stop till you get it. Huh? See, that's why I love, that's why I love using Apple because it ties one genre together and it keeps it there. I like that shit. I like that shit. I don't think I've ever been happier on a fucking Thursday than I ever have today. Like this is one of the best fucking Thursdays I've ever had. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for fucking being here, brother. Well, I knew you were here. Thank you for making yourself present. See, I've had one viewer on Twitch for I don't know how long. They're just watching me, but they're not posting any fucking messages. And it doesn't bother me. I know how many people are watching me because it tells me how many people are watching me. I just don't know who they are, but I know they're here. They're watching me. It shows me the system that I use shows me who is present. But of course, I see your message. You're the only one engaging. You see what I mean? So at least it doesn't disappoint me that there's nobody watching. I know there's people watching me. They're just not engaging, and that doesn't deter me from saying, okay, let me look at my fucking let me look at my iPhone now. Let me go into my messages and read about who gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck about. If you notice my page from anybody else's page, I'm always looking at the fucking camera unless I'm actually telling you I'm looking at whatever the fuck I'm watching. I'm looking at. I won't I won't ever ignore you because ignoring viewers is like disrespecting myself. That's fucking stupid. I can't ever fucking do that. I'm glad I'm glad I don't have the 1,000 followers, a million followers. I want to be able to keep up with all you guys. As of right now, brother, this is a walk in the park. I can talk to you all fucking night. You know, brother, one night, I went out on a date. I don't think I ever told this. I think I told this story, but not to you. So one day I got on a date, right? She's in my picture. She's in my profile. Oh, I gotta take a leak. Can I hold it? No, I can hold it. I think I can hold it. Okay, I'm gonna hold it till I start. So I meet this girl. I meet this woman, right? I like her. She likes me. She's, where do we meet? I said, well, you know what? Let's go to this one place that I know in Burbank. So she meets up. So we go to the place. It's like a hibachi place. I cook for her. We're eating. We're doing the thing. And I said, you know what? I don't want to let go of you. I said, we should go to a place where you can have a drink. And she says, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. So we go to this one bar. And you know what? Fuck it, I gotta take a leak. I can't hold it. Sorry. I forget that I'm 50. I know. I don't look 50, but I am. My bladder is 60. Oh, there's another great fucking song, bro. There's another great fucking song. Is that the first picture on your Instagram? Okay. Oh, fuck. I forgot what I was. I forgot what I was talking about. I know I'm inebriated. Thank you. I just reminded myself how fucking drunk I am. Is that the first picture on your Instagram? I, I don't even know what the question is. I don't even know the question. Holy fuck. Oh, on my, that pin picture. I only pinned that picture on my Instagram. You know why? I think that was my first. No, it wasn't. It wasn't my first formal girlfriend, but she was my girlfriend, and she was she was 17. I was 19, maybe 20. I think she's 74. I'm 75. Maybe she was 73. But anyways, when we first met, I remember her telling me that she wanted to become a doctor, right? And we just became best friends. We were never lovers. We just became best friends. I liked her, and I know she liked my bad boy ways, right? So, anyways, 30 years ahead, 40 years ahead, whatever fucking happened. She gets married. She has a baby, and we still keep in contact, right? And she says, Oscar, I don't ever want my husband to find out that I'm still talking to you. So I'm like, wait, wait a minute, what? I said, we're just friends. Like, What are you keeping from your husband that you haven't told me? Like, you still have feelings for me? Like, I need to know this shit. Like, I mean, I guess I didn't need to know that shit, but she's like, yeah, you left an imprint. And you know what? I feel good about that shit. And I still feel good about that shit. We always kept in touch. She became a doctor. She became a dietitian, right? And at one point, she told me she shared her story with me. She says, "Oscar, I have cancer." She was always the fucking stubborn. She was she was always stubborn. She says, "I want to do this for myself. I want to do." Say, you are not an oncologist. You cannot fucking do this for yourself because you're not an oncologist. If you do go to oncologists, let them fucking do their job because that's what they do. They're oncologists for a fucking reason. You have cancer, let the oncologist take care of it. But she would always say, I want to do this, I want to do that. You cannot be your own fucking doctor. Anyways, long story short, she came to the States last year in, I don't know, April, May, maybe June. I forget. She was here in the States. And I always called her sweetheart. I said, sweetheart, why don't you come to the why don't you come to California? If I can get you into California, California, what if we told California that you were an illegal immigrant and we can get you into the best, right, the best treatments of cancer? Can we do that? She says, I don't know if I can do that. I wasn't born that way. And like, but you have cancer. Like, can we find a way to just fix you? She said, I don't know. I don't think I can stay that long. And like, but it's cancer, right? I said, are you sure you have cancer? Do you know how much time you have? I said, I know it's cancer. So anyways, it happened, right? In June, she left. She came to visit her dad. July, August, September, and I'm thinking, she usually sends me a message, right? She usually says, hi, Oscarito, how are you? And she never did. And I sent a message saying, where are you? What happened to you? Are you okay? Please give me signs of life. I think she was here for, I think she was here for the months of April, May, June. I forget what month she was here. No, it's not me going there. It's where Whew. No, it's not. I'm not going there. It's what hurt me the most is her mom replied to my message on her Instagram, on her whatever fucking page, and she said, "Hi, Oscar. She passed away." Whew. Fuck. It still shatters me. It still shatters me. It's a, whew. I love you. That ain't no faggot, brother. That is the best fucking thing. We have to love each other. We have to love each other. You know what? I know I told her how much I loved her. That's the best part about my life or anybody's life. If you haven't told anyone in your life, anyone in your life right now that is significant, that has been part of your life for whatever length, from beginning to end or the half, if it was half-assed, if you stopped talking to them because of whatever the fuck, they stopped paying child support, who gives a fuck? I want you to do one thing. If you're watching this video, not for the sake of argument, not for the sake of the video, not because of you feel touched by my story. No, 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 fuck all that. You have to remind yourself, right? That's life and living. You have to remind yourself that whatever happens here in life will only be remembered here in life. So as long as you're living, if you can text somebody, if you can call somebody, leave them a voicemail and send them a text message and say, hey, you know what? If I was ever addicted to you, I want to let you know that I respect you. I love you. Listen, the word "I love you" something is not used enough. The word "I love you" means I love this moment. I love this experience. I love this. It's happening right now. I love this. Capture it. Send it to somebody. Make somebody's day. Make somebody's day today. They need you right now. Yeah, when I got that message from her mom, this is a great fucking song. Mm, mm, mm. Don't ever fucking feel like you're underground, like nobody's fucking watching, because everybody's watching, and there's always somebody loving you. If you're not, listen to this fucking song. Can't much. It ain't much, really. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 12 fucking, I don't know what time it is. I gotta go to sleep. I have to go to sleep. I don't know about you, but yeah, I have work in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith, I love you, brother. Thank you for being part of my fucking club. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being who you are. I appreciate that. Much love, always. Good night, Keith. Love you, brother.